Welcome everyone to Riptide 2022. This is Vapor here with Joryan. But before we get started, we have a little bit of a giveaway to announce. Starting out here, going to bts.gg/giveaway. Take out your phones. And who doesn't enjoy free stuff, basically?
Yeah, who doesn't enjoy free stuff? We're looking at you right now in the audience and in the back on games. Get out your phone right now. We want you to go to bts.gg/giveaway for this Riptide giveaway. It's going to be epic. We have 2 BTS Main Stage 2022 weekend tickets, $150 Papa John's gift card, and Riptide 2022 merch if you sign up for the giveaway.
Yeah, this contest is open until 11:59 p.m. September 11th. So I am ready for this. You guys should be as well. We're going to get going into these first games here in a moment. But hey, welcome to Riptide, everyone.
Yeah, and how much I would like some Papa John's right now would actually be really good.
Hey,
yeah.
I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, to start us off, though, Splatoon on the Anchovy games.
Yeah.
But we've both played our pools already.
Yeah.
And we've both seen how this map plays. So long it's been since the first game. And this is a really big zone, but if you drop, there's almost no way to get back up.
Yeah, basically. And what Splatoon's Anchovy, again, it's one big zone in the middle. And again, we played Splatoon 3 last night too, so it's gonna be a different story this side, and specials as well, because this time you have to play back with armor, and missile spam, booyah. And again, remember this is LAN, so there's not gonna be lazy or internet issues, no DCs, hopefully, but otherwise we're just gonna be straight up seeing skill between these two teams.
Hopefully you did not just jinx that.
Well, that would be funny. But otherwise,
God.
what other two teams?
We are having here 3 rats and a laser going up against License to Krill.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Yeah.
So, License to Krill. There's one thing they might notice. They have a sub. And that sub is going to be Dan ATP. If you know that team, shout out to them. And for 3 rats and laser, it's the regular comp. We do see Kato, Carrot, K, and Jimmy, all License to Krill. Again, with the sub, would be Bronze, Brock, and Turtle. This will be an interesting match for sure, being 2 high seeds in this tournament.
Yeah.
Well, for the group at least,
I'm excited to watch this as I hear the starting music. We're going to get into it really soon here. Gregory going onto that K shot. The good old casual Jimmy onto that Firefin charger.
The Turtle coming out with the 10th umbrella. And mostly everything seems like a normal comp, but really we see double misses coming out from seems like License to Krill, while 3 lasers in the bat. They do actually have a really interesting op with the Dapple Duels, but when you see pretty know, but that sniper actually going to be out really well.
Carrot popping that armor. Here comes the Stingray from Bronze. And the zone is neutral for the moment. Lead in favor of License to Krill. Carrot just sharking in this bottom area. Stays alive after getting targeted with those missiles. Dan over here with the flings a roller, just keeping paint, trying to zone out their opponents and help out Gregory, trying to push up, popping those missiles. Let's see if L2K can make a push here.
L2K is going to try to make a push, but getting decimated by the double bomb by Kato. And that would be a really unfortunate push.
Turtle just got triple with that hammer, and it's only the Dapple Dualies. I'm pretty sure that's K.
That is K with the dualies, but otherwise, other than that, it seems like this will be going back into License to Krill, actually surviving the zone push. But for everyone else, they'll be mostly just gathering specials out, and after that, they'll be trying to push back in. We see that 3 rats and laser actually does cap back the zone and getting killing Guru as well. No K-shot missiles anymore, but the hammer coming out as well. Killing Guru, but it's a trade-off. 2 down each side.
And that was a 2-for-1 on that hammer. The flings are going down. K just going to rush up, and there's a jump in from Turtle. Unable to survive that. It is only Bronze on this custom Jet Squelcher trying to stay alive. Has that Stingray ready and poke out the opponents with burst bombs. just holding that special, getting ready for their teammates to get back in here, and then we'll see that Stingray pop soon, but that's going to be the Flingza going down.
That was a great snipe for the sniper on 3 Rats and Laser, but for right now, for everyone else, it looks like the Lightning Core is going back to spawn. They're trying to get special, but they need to push in as well. We see one and 3 Rats later. That's Kato going down for the AK shot, but everyone else still alive, all sacrificing in the zone. They honestly just seem like they're well played, but 2 missiles from Dan. That would be causing a little bit of havoc. That's getting killed on K. That's 3 down, 3 Rats on the laser.
Not just 3 down. That is a delayed wipe after all. And we could already see License to Krill all the way up here getting bombs and Dan sharking right underneath this wall for someone to drop. As well with that Tentabrella unfortunately going down to a bomb. Dan just playing for life and holding the zone.
Again, this is just a matter of ping pong right now for the zone itself. Dan going for a single missile, but 2 down on the side of Lights into Quill, 3 down on the side of Lights into Quill, but getting trained on Carrot. Again, the Junior has no armor, but in the 3 down situation, would that really matter? Because like for 3 Lights and later, they have all the zone capacity they need.
Yeah, over on this left side, popping those missiles, just trying to keep this offensive pressure with K. They find a Turtle and looking for a few more, but decides to drop out and shark right underneath that plat. Hopefully trying to stagger them out a little bit.
Yeah, Mr. Stagger coming out. Kato just swooping. He's shimmying. He went back and forth. He survived as much as he can, and he made it to 12 remaining for 3 Lights and later. They need to kill back to another penalty of 49. Well, for Lights into Krill, it's their turn to go up to base. It's their time for revenge for what happened for them for the last minute or so. But it looks like the sniper going down, but they still have so much space against them. Let's see how it plays out as the penalty is going down.
3 members of License to Krill on this plat, with one just looking from behind, making sure no one comes from that office area. Turtle popping this hammer, finds one. It's only the 2 members left alive from 3 Rats and the laser, and both of them are from behind. They both go down. It's only the Dapples out of spawn, and I don't know if they're going to be able to make it back to the zone and paint it in time before this ends up to a knockout. K trying to go around that back door, finds Turtle, but unable to paint that zone. License to Krill going to take game number 1 here.
K getting the last kill was just for, you know, fancy points. That's a fancy word for K, but so. License to Krill versus 3 Lights and Laser. I said this was going to be a close match. Is this a close match already?
Yeah, it was a really good match up until that lockout. Once License to Krill was able to get onto that plat, they were able to lock it down.
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, like as well, we did see for 3 Lights and Laser, the 3 Rats part, we definitely saw that play out. If you know that Rats term in Splatoon as going up to base and just sneaking and killing them all. That's what really Rats and Lasers did basically for most of the game. And so we see that 3 Rats and Laser is aggro, really aggro for License to Krill. Again, for the Remicomp, again they have the Tentabrella. They're taking the space and they're taking the time to actually just go in, and that patience in zones does work out really well. But we're moving on to a second mode though, and what would that be?
We'll be heading over to Tower Control on Inkbot Art Academy. We saw Bronze come out with that Stingray, and they're basically just a Charger player general. Yeah. Or not Charger player, Jet Sculpture player general. So I don't think we'll see a change off that custom Jet Sculpture, at least from Bronze. And honestly, I'd say I expect to see a pretty similar comp from License to Krill throughout.
Yeah. As we can see from our perspective, at least, that it looks like for the side of 3 Rats and Laser, they all seem ready to evolve for the side of License to Krill. Well, actually, the other way around, License to Krill seem ready, while 3 Rats and Laser, they're just planning up because they're down the game.
Yeah, I mean, they have to play it out anyway. We are going to get going into this next game here as we head into Tower Control on Inkbot Art Academy. So well, let's see what they end up bringing. We see a K-shot zap coming out from Carrot and the 10 attack splatter shot from Kaito.
That 10 attack splatter shot, again, this is a more aggro comp for the side of 3 Rats and Laser, while we see for the side of License to Krill, they do have a K-Po coming out now, and we do see that change of Laser, and that coming out from the Jet this time.
Yeah, and that's going to be Jimmy with that Ray, finding a really good pick. 2 down on each side here early on. Dan trying to go around and be sneaky, but that's going to be Carrot finishing off Turtle there in that right tree area.
We see a lot of 1v1s coming out, and also one thing to know, we see that License Code has no armor. Well, 3 hours later, they do have the zap.
They don't have armor, but they do have Tent Umbrella, and we saw how dangerous Turtle could be on that Tent Umbrella earlier in the previous game. And Bronze can also be really scary with that Stingray.
Yeah, I mean, that Stingray coming out, he did get a kill on Carrot, but otherwise, it seems that... Oh, that's 2 down on the side of License to Krill, actually. It does seem that 3 License later is going to go up and trying to finish that second checkpoint, or first checkpoint at least.
Stingray coming out from Jimmy, but gets taken down. Turtle's right under that tower. Everyone is collapsing. It is only the Zap, last one alive, and they spot the Zap out, and they find the pick onto that Zap. Here comes Bronze with that Stingray, trying to find the pick on the Kiaito, getting missiled. Stingray and Booyah forced to jump out of that one, but they still don't have the lead, and they're not through that first checkpoint either.
We love the Weibo that came out against Jimmy and Bronze, but again, Jimmy did it for defensive, Bronze did it for aggro, and both sides really just won in their own advantage, but it came to a standoff because no one was on the tower. Because we see right now, for the side of 3 Bats and Laser, there's still one down, but still, they're not going up with a fight. We do see the laser actually coming down, but 3 Bats still alive. They're just waiting for the laser to come out, and it does come out, and it does seem that License to Krill is actually going to try, and they actually finally get the lead. Dan going down, 2 down on the side of License to Krill.
They didn't get the checkpoint yet. They didn't get the checkpoint. It's only the tent, which we see on that side, and the Jet didn't get on tower because they were staggered out into mid. So that's no checkpoint for License to Krill now, and that might be huge in the long game.
This must be huge, but again, remember, the checkpoint has 4 sections, basically of 2 seconds per point. So they're on the lead right now because they are at 77, because they kicked off more of the delay in the checkpoint.
Storm ready for K. Stingray out from License to Krill though, and that's going to be a trade there. Three up on each side. Gurguru sharking around this first checkpoint, but all of this miss from K is just so much. Gray is going to back out of this, and this is a really stalemate game. We are still over 100 seconds left, and no team has got past the first checkpoint, but that's going to be Grant finding a good pick onto Carrot.
Again, the only reason why it's a stalemate is because everyone's got a defense. Everyone's trying to go aggro, but they're all just playing in a defensive stance that we need to see one come up, and that's what Gigu was doing this whole time. They got to kill Carrot, but they can't find anyone else. This doesn't activate them to actually push up, because it's always one down every like 15 seconds or so. But we see that Realize and later is trying to go out, and they get 2 down. This might be their chance to push.
That's going to be the 10 tech also going down. Stingray ready for 3 rats and a laser. Carrot trying to get some chip off, but here comes that Stingray from both sides. Stingray battle. Who's going to win this one, Chief?
Thank you for the perspective, and it looks like that neither one is a tie. But as of right now, again, we do see that 3 down on 3 Bats and laser, and for right now, License to Go just needs to defend mid, maybe kill that checkpoint off just for the funsies, and secure the winner in 43 seconds. But again, this is all in mid. There's still anything can happen if there's a wipe on either side.
They find the checkpoint. Booyah bomb from Dan. They're going to try to push up into that Bats area. Jimmy keeping shots on that tower, but you got to watch your back as Kiaito ends up going down. Really good find by Jimmy. 2 down on each side, but the Stingray is in favor of License to Krill. If they can keep that Stingray alive, they could definitely win this game with that GG Ray. Gregory ends up going down, and Bronze is bracking all the way up.
Literally, that's all we need to see. And for right now, with 5 seconds left, this might actually be it. And nope, it's not it, because double wait. That was one way.
One ray from each side. Two going down on the side of License to Krill. And Carrot is still on this tower. The Stingray expired, and they don't have any Booyah Bomb ready as Dan ended up going down. K's up in that bats area. 3v1 there. K goes down. They're going to try to dive this tower. There's not much points on
the wipe.
3 rats and a laser. And that was close.
That was really close for anyone to see. That single wipe at the end caused everything to collapse because everyone was on tower. The bomb and the missiles just came out at the perfect time for them. And that would be that. License to Krill, 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
It's best of 5 as well. There's one more game. We could see a reverse sweep. Let's hope for that. Content.
We definitely could. It's set up. We're heading over to Rainmaker and Manta. And if you want to get a reverse sweep, getting that momentum is one thing. We're on Rainmaker, a heavy momentum-based mode. And this game could end in less than a minute if you want to.
Yeah, this is not Splatoon 3 where you have to go to a checkpoint. This is Splatoon 2. You could just wipe everyone for those 30 seconds, go through the jump, go straight down, win. Calling bombs is your friend there. But yeah, otherwise, again, this could go 30 seconds to a minute, or they can go straight 5 minutes. But seeing from both of these teams, this is going to go for at least 4 minutes. Yeah, let's just say that. Because again, seeing it for the tower control game, they both went into a stalemate. They traded so much that really you can't say really anyone went aggro, because it just took 1-2 down for them to push up. And going to find this Blast Zones game, again, it was just really equal that it came to the last second. No KO.
Yeah. Like, we saw how stalemate that was, as you said. But another thing to point out, neither team hit that second checkpoint until like 45 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah.
Like that's 4 minutes 15 seconds off the clock there.
Yeah. That's the defensive play that came into play. No one really knew what to do to come out. They all wanted to play defense. They wanted to get a 2 down, but no one really had potential to do it. We saw a lot that Grigo got the sneaks, but again, it all got traded up by someone else on 3 last and laser, killing off someone else. So that trade-off really can't help that much. But this is Rainmaker. This is where the trades seems really, really important to win.
Yeah,
not to lose.
You want to get positive trades, 2-for-1s if you can. Braun's coming out with that custom jet, so is Jimmy. But keep an eye on those Dapple's Nouveau. We talked a little bit about it earlier, having that storm option and being a heavy skirmisher, but that miss can be really powerful to stop any push through that cut area.
Yeah, really, we only talked about a miss for it, but being a heavy skirmisher, they can just come up and they can just cause some chaos. And literally right there, we see Jimmy with the wave coming on melee, almost gonna kill a missile, but actually getting the kill on the cage. Finally, just 2 down on the side of License to Krill.
3!
Oh my god, this might be the sweep.
It's only the tent hiding in the shield, and they end up going down. This is going to be a really good push for 3 rats and a laser. Jimmy on the high ground, keeping this pressure. Carrot finding a pick onto Dan. Bronze from the top.
What's weak?
Oh, that's going to be saved by Turtle this time. Bronze gets that pop. K is in the corner, unable to survive that one. Unable to find any pick onto that Rainmaker. Stingray from Bronze, but God, that was a really good push early on. Down to 11 for 3 rats and a laser.
That was a great minute push right there, like you said. 3 rats and a laser has secured the spot and have the momentum. But now, this is the support game. This is the defense game that we've seen. Again, both teams are really good at defense. But 3 rats and a laser, they're really good at defense too. But let's see the end if they can actually make it out.
Good assist there by Dan. Missiles getting popped out. This is a chance for License to Krill to find a few picks and make a move. One ended up jumping out as one went down. Stingray coming out from 3 rats and a laser as the Rainmaker ends up getting picked off. Dan and Bronze, not in the best situation as that Rainmaker did get popped, but I have no idea where K is.
K is just dancing around and going under, getting a trade with Dan. No K Pro coming no Ray actually coming out too. All specials are actually dead on License to Krill. While for 3 rats and laser, again, they just need pick up vision mid. Yeah. Yeah.
Rainmaker is definitely 3 rest and a laser mode right here. Like, that mist can be really strong. So is that Stingray. Kaito trying to find a pick here, but going to get picked off by Turtle on that jump in, going for this pop as well. But boy, this has been really back and forth so far, and Turtle just going to toss his tent shield to open up some space and maybe look for a push here.
Yeah, and honestly, at the same time, like, everyone is doing a little bit bang up Turtle. The Turtle is being the main pusher. They are, like, giving him the sacrifice, but at the same time, that's the Bella, because the 10 Bella shield is so big and actually goes straight that you can just paint a whole section, like the sea.
Yeah, Braun's doing a little trick going around that wall there. Booyah Bomb. Carrot ends up going down. It's only Jimmy last alive, and they are near their spawn. They need to find this Rainmaker as they do. Dan pushing up. They're looking for the lead, but get picked up by Kaito there. And Kaito just chilling behind the Rainmaker. They lose lead. That's 3 down on the side of the license to Krill, and 3 Resident Laser. They're in it for a little bit longer, but they need to find a Greg, and they finally do. But God, that was a huge push and such an unfortunate turn of events for 3 Resident Laser.
We heard the scream too coming from the other side. That's how insane that push was. Everyone went in for a scream, and literally every missile came out, all the paint voucher came out. It's 1 minute and 20 seconds left. This still is potential for 3 Resident Lasers to come back, but they have to KO at this point.
K rushing up into this bunker, trying to find Turtle, but unable to find it that soon as they try to push up through this street. K getting stuck. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
K almost going down to that tent shield, and that's going to be 3 down on 3 rest and the laser. There's less than a minute left in this game, and 3 rest and the laser, they're not looking the hottest right now. After that huge push, they haven't done much.
Yeah, but honestly, at the same time, like, but aside of 3 rest and laser, they seem really. Oh wait, what? Turtle?
Turtle finding a really good pick. They're finding another. It's only the junior. Turtle still has that hammer.
Oh my god, 3!
Turtle! Turtle finds 3, and they're pushing up so much further. Bronze on this catwalk mass area. K on the bottom. Bronze looking for the knockout here. It's only Carrot out of spawn, and Bronze gets picked off. Carrot in the corner gets picked off as well. It is only the Jet Sculpture out of spawn. Turtle keeping pressure, making sure that 3 Resident Laser can't pick it up. That's 2 down. Can they find Dan? Can they find Dan? They find Dan, and we are going to overtime here after a huge wipeout from onto license to Krill.
Yeah, but literally for right now, we need to see Carrot with the Rainmaker just go straight into the base. They need to see license to go get a wipe 2 times to get a wipe, and actually just score in for that victory. But we see from behind. Who's behind?
I think that might be the K-Pro. Jimmy, getting that right, that was actually the K shot going down. And we have just about 35 ticks on this Rainmaker timer. Booyah Bomb not in the best place. It's not going to do much for 3 rats or for license to Krill. And Kaito ends up going down. 1 down on each side. Bronze has a Stingray ready. We can see it pop at any moment here. And man, this is going down to the wire. Less than 15 counts on the clock. Here comes that Stingray. Is K able to keep Carrot alive through this Ray? And they do.
How much time is left though? There's like maybe 15 seconds left.
The hammer.
He passes. Oh! Wow.
That went to the buzzer. What we were talking about, okay, we expect a 4-minute game if it isn't done early.
Yeah.
But did we expect a 6-minute game from that?
We didn't expect a 6-minute game from that. And also, stats real quick. The kill game for Guru, like 17-7. And like 2 other players, 13-11 on the side of Lights into Krill. On the side are 3 Bats and Laser. Shout out to the Dapples. They made it to a 14 kill game. Honestly, they popped off right away. Yeah, K popped off.
That was a strong performance by K. And again, having that missed option just to slow down your opponents was a really good idea to help them out.
Yeah, it's a trap card. But yeah. So, that'll be your round 1 being finished, and
And we're going to be heading into round 2. Some point here in a few moments. Looks like people are finishing up round 1.
Yeah, everyone's saying GG's. You have to say GG's now.
Yeah, always say GG's.
Yeah, it's fun.
Have fun. Well, we are here in Sandusky, Ohio. This is both of our first lands, I'm pretty sure.
No, actually, this is my second land.
Oh, actually?
Because actually, I came to my first land in LASS 2019.
Oh.
So, yeah, Long Island shout out. We missed you, Gen Game. But yeah, otherwise, other than that, yeah, that's actually how I know now.
Oh,
And
wow.
actually, and a big shout out again to ATP. J-Bag mainly. We love you, J-Bag. But yeah.
Yeah, and we're here. Yeah, first time at Riptide. How are you enjoying it so far?
Well, my Riptide experience is decent. Coming in with, the Canadian. Funny Canadian. Hey, nice piece. But yeah, what about you, Vapor?
This is my first lane, actually, coming all the way from California, California, USA, and man, I'm having fun. Like, what else can you ask for? Hang with friends, enjoy.
Yeah.
And we're surrounded by Splatoon people, a game we know and love.
Yeah, and again, Splatoon V. We played yesterday. We can't play it anymore. For right now, but there's like friends in the back that everyone's playing Splatoon V.
Yeah.
It's great. It's such a great experience to see and live with Anarchy battles. Like, we're all doing Legion stuff. We're all doing that. We're all trying to get into solo, but we all DC because of the internet. we love it. We love this event. We love Hello, right?
Hey, internet's always a blessing by the curse sometimes.
Yeah. Easy one. Yeah. We wins.
Yeah. We love wins.
Yeah, we love it. But yeah, otherwise, that seems like we're going to be maybe calling it back, and we'll be waiting for round 2.
Let's see here. What else do we got here?
If we could, maybe we can bring up the match for round 2. We can talk about that a little bit before we go into break.
Yeah. Well, let's look at round 2 maps. Starting out on Tower Control Anchovy.
Yeah, Tower Control Anchovy seems like again, we're going back to Anchovy. That's a weird thing. That Anchovy is coming back in twice. But after that, Rainmaker Black Belly.
Hey. Rainmaker, my personal least favorite mode.
Yeah.
Like, as an Expo player, it's my personal least favorite.
And next after that is Columbus Snap Canal. Choke incorporated. Easily choke incorporated. And then, if needed, spawns on the Make More and Tower Control and Starfish.
We know Mako as we know Mako, especially on zones, as one of the most loved stages in the scene.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have it back in Splatoon 3. Let's see how it works out with the new specials too.
Yeah, definitely. And for Tower Control Starfish, again, it slowly came back into the competitive scene and like more map combos, and honestly, it's pretty great. But yeah, this again, choke incorporated on that second checkpoint. Nearby the snipe, you just throw any bombs, any missile. It's so closed in. Like, you could say it's something like Tower Control on that checkpoint. We never made it to the second checkpoint. Maybe for this team, we make it to game 5. They might not even pass the second checkpoint again. Who knows?
But let's go back to our round 1 set really quick, and let's talk about how strong the options were from License to Krill and three rest and laser. Like, what worked, what didn't work.
Yeah.
Like three rest and laser. They had that miss option, which was a really good option throughout, just to try to slow down any potential push coming in. But License to Krill, they were just there. They were ready.
Yeah. Even with a sub, they were ready. But it's really seem like not though. Yeah. Even though with a sub, and with 2 subs down, and damning the second sub again, they worked out really well. But yeah, it seems right now that maybe we can go on break for maybe a couple minutes or so.
Maybe, but well, let's keep going for now.
Yeah.
We'll wait for our cues and such.
Yeah.
But
everyone's taking photos. This is land. we want to have memories.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so,
So yeah.
yeah, we are going to be going on break in a little bit. So, we'll see you there. Bye.